Sup, y'all? That was what immediately that's what my brain just said, go do that. And I went and I was like, all right, I guess I'm doing that.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Keeping us on our toes, I see. Okay. Great.
Hey, it was getting boring. Christ. Anyway, hi.
Hello, Hot Vibes.
Welcome back to Sense 8. We're on the penultimate episode, Season 2, Episode 11, You Want a War?
Yes.
And it was awesome. I love this episode so much, especially the end. It's so good!
This might be my favorite episode.
That's what I was thinking it would be, because, like, shit goes down and they're together for the first time, and it's crazy.
It has a lot of, like, I had a lot of strong feelings for pretty much everything that was happening this episode.
Yeah.
Some are good strong feelings, some are bad strong feelings, some are
Right.
bad feelings that you would think would be good, others were good that you think would be bad.
Wow.
But regardless, I was feeling very strongly towards everything, and we're here to talk about it. And
I'm so excited.
I am too. I'm excited to share what strong feelings I had.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah. So how was your week this week?
I was very up and down. It's still very up and down. But like the good things that happened this week.
Okay.
Specifically 2 days ago, I decided finally to sit down and watch Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous because dinosaurs. And I like Jurassic World and Jurassic Park and that whole thing. And I was like, I still haven't watched Camp Cretaceous, which is an animated kids show and not something I'm usually into, and that's why I haven't. It's been on for 5 seasons, and now they have a second show called Chaos Theory that follows the same kids. And I'm like, it's been what, 4 or 5 years since this first came out, and I still haven't watched it. It's taken me a second to like actually sit down and do so. And I binged it all in 2 days.
Nice.
I finally like an animated kids show again, which is kind of exciting. But oh my god, it was so good, and it was kind of funny to watch because I watched it with my mom, and I watched maybe 2 of the seasons with my younger cousin who came to hang out for a bit, and I was like, oh, season 1's over. She's like, next one. I was like, all right, cool, the next one. And my mom was like, Christ. So, but it's so good. Like every season they're like, we're gonna get off the island, and 3 seasons they don't.
So it's like Gilligan's Island almost.
Yeah, kind of like Gilligan's, but with dinosaurs, and it's great. I absolutely love it. And there's a lesbian couple in it, which is great. Because at first, like season 3, I think, was it season 3? Yeah, season 3, where I was like, I'm shipping it, but Netflix is gonna be a bitch about it and not give it to me. I know them. And 2 seasons later, they gave it to me.
I will say Netflix have gotten a bit better with that.
They have been getting a bit better with that, but also
not great, but like
dicks.
they've been slowly working towards that. I've noticed.
It's I'm sorry, Netflix, I doubted you. You gave me dinosaurs and lesbians. I mean, how dare I doubt you?
Wait, okay, question.
Yeah?
Are the lesbians dinosaurs?
No.
Okay, I was very confused because I'm like, wait, like, are you talking like to get as one being? Like lesbian
This is Jurassic
dinosaurs?
Park. The dinosaurs don't really chat, okay?
Well, I don't know. It was an animated show. Like maybe it's like Dragon Tales, but with dinosaurs.
There's some friendly dinosaurs that actually like hang out with them and shit like that.
Oh, cool.
So there's that. But like it's, oh my god, I love it. It was absolutely fantastic, and I completely finished it last night. But now there's a second show which just premiered, so there's only 1 season, I think, and it's called Jurassic World Chaos Theory, and I think they're either adults or they're like late teens or something like that now. And
how old were they originally? Like children?
They're like probably 14, 13, 15, around there. But they look older now because there was like a little flash forward at the end of the last season. And so I think this is going to be a really good like second show that they're doing. What's awesome about this show and what really hooked me, it lines up with the movies, with the Jurassic World movies. Yeah. I was like, because I love Jurassic World. I saw it in theaters like 10 times. That's my shit right there. Like, I know that like the back of my hand. And 3rd episode, I think. Like, I thought they were going to be like in camp for like almost the whole show, and then the end would be like, oh, we gotta go, like the park is closing down. But no, third episode of season 1, like it was like, oh, there's an asset out of containment. You heard it like on a walkie, and I was like, it's the movie. Like I got so excited. It lines up with the second film at some point too, and oh my gosh, it all intertwines with the films, and I was losing my absolute mind
That's
watching
cool.
it.
I like that. That's cool.
So cool. Season 4 and 5 got away from me a little bit because they ended up on a second island, and there were like robots, and they were like trying to like kidnap dinosaurs and make them fight for money. It was a whole thing. But like seasons 1 through 3, solid as fuck. Season 4 got away. Season 5 I think brought it back. But phenomenal show if y'all ever want to watch it. Top tier from me. I'm deeply obsessed, and now I love dinosaurs again. Which, you know what? I never stopped. I love dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are the best. Pachycephalosaurus is my favorite dinosaur. They're so fucking funny. They're the ones that like bonk into each other. They have like a big hard skull and some like spikes around
Oh,
it.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Because like there's one in the second movie where they like let him out of his cage and he goes and he keeps running into things and going woo. I'm like, I fucking love you. Anyway. Great, wonderful. Another good thing that happened this week is I'm going to a concert in September.
Hey.
Because I got paid, woo, and tickets were only $30.
Oh, that's cheap.
I know. I'm going to Boston, so I'll sup you again. I'll be like, I'm here. Every time I'm in Boston, for y'all that don't know, I message Billy and I'm like, sup.
Yeah. Every time it happens.
Every single time I'm in Massachusetts, I'm like, hey. But it's for a lesbian pop artist, Solita. She's kind of indie, I think. She's not like big popular. But I've been following her for like maybe last year or something like that. Every time she releases something. I'm like, oh my god, I'm so excited. So I was like, oh, she's going on tour, shit, I want to go. And I just looked at Ticketmaster to make myself cry, I guess. And tickets were only $30. And I was like, fuck off, you're kidding me. And I like posted on Instagram, I was like, tickets are only $30, who wants to go with me? Like I shared the post of the tour and she saw it and she liked it. And I was like,
damn.
I woke up that morning going, like, oh my god. And then I was like, well, no, I have to go. And so like I was like, plan. I'm gonna ask my mom if she wants to go to Boston for the weekend in September. And then I could like be like, hey, I'm going to the concert tonight, but for the 2 days, I'll hang out with you. We'll go do stuff. So I asked her, and she kept, after I did, she was like, I'll think about it. And then she kept sighing around the kitchen. I was like, this is a bad idea. I feel guilty. And then she was, and then she like was like, she looked like she was like crying, and she was like, I don't know why, but I got really overwhelmed when you asked me. I was like, oh fuck. And I was like texting my friends at the same time. I was like, abort, this went really badly. And my friends were like, run, get out of there, go. So it was not good. It didn't go well. So I was like, stop it, my fault. I feel so guilty. Don't think about it. I will go by myself, please. It's just I couldn't afford it. So I was like, fuck, I guess I'm not going. But then I thought hostel instead of hotel. Because I've stayed in hostels before. So I was like, let me see how that looks. And there's like one hostel I found, and it was like $90, $100 after taxes. And I was like, fuck it, I'm going. So I got my hotel already. I got my tickets already. I just have to wait until I get paid again to get buses. What's great is, great as in sarcastic, is that I had $170 in my account after getting paid, which is more than I've had in many weeks. And now I'm back down to 39. So
yeah, I was doing the math as you were saying that. I'm like, let's see how much did that leave you?
Oh, right on back down. But so 2 weeks from now I'll get paid again.
Yeah. Oh, you get paid every other week?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I do. But I don't think anything else is coming out of my card because I had to lock it this morning because I got a text saying someone tried to spend money at Men's Style Warehouse or Men's Style Emporium or something, and I was like, I did not buy anything from that place this morning, so that would be a no. And so they were like, cool, your card's been locked. I was like, great, so now I have to go to the bank tomorrow and change my card. But I'm going to a concert. I'm going to a lesbian concert. I'm going to be surrounded by lesbians. It's going to be great. So that's all the good news. All the good stuff, at least, that happened this week. I had my doctor's appointment this week, and I was like, hey, I can't breathe. And she was like, could be asthma, could be allergies. Give it another week and text me if it's still happening. It's not really. I think it went away. It
Oh,
might
that's good.
might it might be allergies. I still at night I still have some like wheezing that I've been feeling a little bit,
Hmm.
but like as you can see, like I'm not like going.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say you seem a lot better than last week, so
yeah,
that's good.
it's noticeable that it's not as bad. So I think maybe it was allergies. However, I now have a new problem, which is
Hmm.
another bad thing that's happening.
Right.
I can't move this arm. I can't move my upper arm, or a sharp pain goes through it. And I'm having a bad time.
What do you do to your
I
arm?
I don't know, and it hurts really badly. Like if I move it to like, oh, like I
Do you
can't.
like sleep on it wrong or something, or like?
It started last night before I even went to bed.
Oh, damn.
And I was like, why? Like the only thing I did yesterday was go to work, but all I did at work was ring people up and walk around the store. And none of that required mesh arm use.
I was gonna say like that doesn't seem like a lot of like heavy lifting.
It's very ow. So like I like I fully like even if I'm sitting, if I even like slightly move it wrong, it's like psh, I'm like, great. That's wonderful. And my friend was like, if you don't know what the fuck's going on, doctors. And I'm like, no, I've been twice this week. I had to go for my ear, and now I have to go for my breath, and now I gotta go for my arm. I don't want to do that again. And then my other friend was like, maybe it's COVID. It's different every time. So I just did this, and it's still negative. So I'm pretty sure it's not COVID.
Okay.
'Cause I don't feel sick.
Yeah.
I did feel groggy when I woke up, which is weird because I usually only feel groggy every time I like get stoned the night before, and I'll wake up and be like, "Wow, I crashed, and I am still tired." Usually the weed. Did not do that last night, so no idea what's going on. I had Subway yesterday, and then I felt absolutely horrendous after. Like all this like air was building up all up in me, and I was like like it was bad. It was like I was like, what the fuck is wrong with my body? I've been going through shit. So I don't know. If I guess if my arm is still bad tomorrow, that's another visit to urgent care.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I mean give it like a day, give it 24 hours, give it time, and then maybe it'll go away on its own. If not, you might want to go get that checked out.
I'm so fucking annoyed. What is wrong with me?
Do you put like an ice pack or a heating pack on it, and maybe like
Yeah, maybe I'll do that.
something
I'll
like
put an
that?
ice pack on it and see
Yeah.
what the fuck's in it. But like usually when I like go to sleep and wake up, it's a little better the next morning. It's worse.
Hmm.
Maybe I slept on it plus it being bad.
Maybe, yeah, that could have made it worse.
That could have made it worse. Maybe just there was a wrong way I slept. I have no idea how I slept. I was too tired this morning to realize. But damn, I'm not good. But anyway, I think that's how my insanely eventful week has been. How about you?
Less eventful. Per usual. Um, yeah, nothing really happens. Like, I mean, work, that's bad. Oh, my boss is leaving.
Oh
He's
damn.
going to a different school.
Uh,
Um, so and I think the guy I work with is gonna try to take his job and become the new like boss at our school, which I like him. Like we work good together, so like I
hmm.
actually wouldn't mind that. Which is what I hope happens. Though there is talk that maybe someone else could take it, and then so my coworker might go to another school as well to try to get like a boss senior job. So I don't know what's going on. Within the next few weeks and the start of the school year is coming up. Who knows what the fuck's gonna happen?
Who knows?
Um,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
right.
so
Schools aren't.
yeah, so summer's almost over, so it's just going to change. Oh, so This Love Doesn't Have Long Beans ended this weekend.
Ah, yes, the
Yes,
interesting title.
it was so good.
Really?
It
Ah.
was it was so fun. It was so like goofy and silly and cute, and I was just like, this is such a like nice show. It's so good. I love the side couple. I fucking love the side couple. They were so good.
Ah. Yeah. Well, okay. When don't you?
I know, but like this one just hit different. I don't know why. Like it's so good. Like they were so good. It's literally a greedy businessman and like the main character's friend who like constantly calls him out for being a greedy businessman and then ends up becoming his physical therapist.
I love like slight enemies to lovers.
It's so good. It's
It's
so
great.
good.
It's just great.
I loved it. It ended, and now I'm like sad. So I'm all over Twitter, just all over like
Mm.
liking and retweeting the shit over there, just like
All the
watching it all. I'm like,
things.
oh, so good.
Can I also say I'm so glad that you also call it Twitter?
I not once have I called it X.
Not once have I called it X. I'm like, Mom, on Twitter, like I literally, it's impossible for me to change that in my
No,
vocabulary.
yeah, I think the only time I hear people actually refer to X is when it's like official,
News article and shit.
like official people saying it, like I'm referring
Yeah,
to it. Like if it's on news, they need to refer to X because they
yeah.
need to, and like, but I feel like they still like
Even if they do, they're like on X, formerly Twitter.
yeah on X formerly yeah, so they always like address as that because like no one calls it X.
No, it's dumb.
No one calls it X.
Are you on X? What the fuck is X? No, I'm not on X.
No.
Not on Twitter either. Well, I am on Twitter, but I haven't been on it in a very long time. But I only go on there when I'm like, did anyone feel an earthquake? Like, that's the only reason I go on Twitter. But yeah, no, it's dumb.
Yeah. No, I don't like calling it X. What else happened this week? No, nothing else actually happened this week.
Nothing
Nothing.
else. I totally did forget to finish my lesbian artist Lolita story though. Because I posted that I was
Oh,
going. I
yes.
realized I forgot. I was like, something else happened. Oh yeah, I posted that I was going. I was like, let's go, busted. And she replied to it, and she was like, yes,
Oh,
let's
no
go.
way.
I was like, I might die. So it makes me really excited to go, I think. So
Oh, that's
it's
good.
gonna be really fun. I'm trying to exercise and get my stamina up and maybe shrink down so I can wear some of my shit. Because with all the munchies and the weed, I have gained some weight. And I can't fit into my jeans anymore. So I need to fix that before the concert so I can do shit.
Yeah, I've been actually I think I'm starting today at least, going back on the not for the full keto diet, but like more like
Mm.
a like I'm cutting out flour and sugar, like on all that like junk,
Yeah.
trying to do better. That trying to go to the gym more and stuff. So like, I'm trying to like do that as well. So
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
And who knows, maybe because I've been eating so much junk, that's why my body's freaking out lately. But I always eat junk, so.
I was gonna. I don't think that really like it'll like would shock your arm at all. I don't know how else to refer to it as that.
Shock it. Shock my arm. It does feel like it keeps getting shocked, I will say that.
See the right terminology.
It's both of them, to be honest with you. This one is way less problematic, though.
Hmm.
This one's being nice. This one is not. A lot. So if you see me go, ah! That's my arm. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
So, Sense8, Season 2, Episode 11, You Want a War? Great fucking episode, and we begin with Sun still at the gala. We continue on from last episode. And Junki's there, and he steps up, and he's giving a speech about the great year the company's had, and he's like, I thought about giving up, when my sister did all this stuff, but then I thought of him, my father, and how he always used to give speeches that instilled confidence in everyone, and that's what it means to be a buck. And I want my name to mean that again, and to like erase the harm that my sister, though misguided she may be, my lovely sister, has caused. Like he's pandering to the people, basically.
Yeah.
And the crowd is like, "Woo, yay!" because they're all rich people at a gala, and of course they are. And Sun's glancing over at Wolfgang, who's like, "Hey, go," because he loves the chaos, he loves the violence, so he's like, "Fuck it, yeah, go stab him." And so she picks up the knife and starts walking through the crowd. And Kala, Lito, and Nomi, who are all famously like, I don't know if we should be violent, are like, "Hey, I thought we were just gonna get him to confess. Let's not do this in front of a bunch of people, or you're definitely going back to prison. No matter if he's guilty or not." And Wolfgang's like, plans change. We gotta do this. And Will eventually stops her by pointing out that Detective Moon is coming down the stairs. He's back! Hallelujah.
I was so happy to see him. I'm like, it's been so long.
I knew you would be. I was like, the other time I was like writing down vibes, and I was like, should I give him the vibe that Detective Moon is back? I don't know, should I? I thought it'd be a nice surprise.
I was assuming he would come back eventually.
Yeah.
But like,
I thought it'd be a fun surprise. So congratulations, Detective Moon is back, which is so exciting. He's great. And it turns out he has a whole team with him, and they go over to Junkie and are like, "Hey, these are people with the fraud division, and we have a warrant for your arrest. So unless you want us to cuff you in front of all these reporters and lovely not influencers, investors, then you'll just come with us, like walk with us." And he's like, "Oh, no need. Yeah. I'll come with you." And he pulls out a gun at that moment that he was hiding in his sleeve, a teeny tiny gun, and shoots off a shot. But he makes it look like it didn't come from him. It's it's like, no, my God, my sister, no, she's here, which he doesn't know she's actually here.
I know, yeah.
He's like, fuck. And so it allows him to fuck off and run. And he also shoots Detective Moon in that moment.
See, nah, that was the moment for me where I was like, he's done.
Fuck you! No, you don't shoot him. He's nice.
He came in between me and my ship, and I was not okay with that.
Yeah, that's not okay.
I was not okay with that. Like, I was very, like, I mean, I've always hated him for, like, a lot of the time, but, like, that was the defining moment where I'm like, oh, you're done now. Like
you gotta go. Nah, you gotta go. And in that moment, the senseis and son, they're like, oh my God, he's dead. He killed him. He's not dead. He's okay.
He's fine.
It's fine. It's chill. They say it later on in the episode, but I thought I'd say it now to satiate you guys. He's okay.
I mean, I assumed he would be. I hoped he would be, and I also like assumed he would be because like yes, with a shot in the chest, which is like not a good area to be shot at.
No, it was more like here, like in the gut, like underneath.
Yeah, it was like gut. It was like stomach, torso area.
Stomach is not a good place to get shot, honestly.
Yeah, no.
As if I know.
Yeah, so like it's. I mean, I was like worried because I was like, oh, no, but like then I was like, wait, hang on, he will be fine. I know he will be. He has to be.
That's why as they're looking on, they're like, let's get that motherfucker. He's got to go. Like, we actually liked that guy. So on his way out, Junkie's eyes meet Sun's. And that's when he's like, fuck, she's actually here.
Yeah, she's really is here. Fuck.
She really is here. I'm so fucked. And he's like, my sister, run! And so he runs off, orders his bodyguards to kill her. But Sun, it's not just Sun beating him up, it's Wolfgang. So the combined powers of Sun and Wolfgang beating someone up, you're unstoppable. You're dead. You're done. So they get out of there with some cover from a table. Thank you, table. And she rips off her costume in the process in a fight with a bodyguard. So she's running around in her bra and underwear, or at least the go-go shorts that are under the outfit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no one's ever looked this badass, like, in underwear.
I know. Like I mean, it's giving a little Terminator.
Oh, I see that. I've never seen Terminator, but I've seen clips.
I haven't either, but I know like I think at the beginning or something he's like kicking ass naked or something.
Yeah.
I know that much, so I think it gives that.
It's giving Terminator. Go on, son. And she starts getting shot at when she arrives in the hallway by all of Junkie's men. But the cluster appears at Nomi's, and Nomi's saying that Junkie is heading for the garage. And as his car it arrives at the exit point, it's like, open the gate! And you hear Nomi out of the box going, hello. I was like, oh my God, this is like one of the first times we've heard like someone's voice talking to like another person who doesn't know about the Senseis, like in a different country.
Yeah.
Like, kind of insane. And going like, hi, before we open the gate, I'm gonna need you to confess to the murder of your father and the framing of your sister.
Yeah. And
he's like, who the fuck are you? And with Lito's help, Nomi says, justice, motherfucker, and we're coming for you. And I'm like, I love all of you so much. And Bug is like, oh my gosh, that's from one of Lito's movies. And Lito's like, thank you, Bug. I love it too. Like, and I'm like, I love y'all. Y'all are just the cutest people. You're executing like a whole plan here, and you still have time to be adorable. Meanwhile, the gang is also running down into the garage, and they see all of these guards shooting at them, and they're like, what do we gotta do? There's camera footage, there's corner over there we can hide. We gotta come up with a plan. But meanwhile, Kala's like, guys, I know what to do. And they're like, oh, no, there's guns, da, da, da. I know what to do. And so she grabs the gun as Sun and shoots at the tank for the car. And as a person who handles chemicals and shit like that, she knows what she's doing. And Will, who doesn't, is like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, cars don't blow up like they do on TV. She's like, I know. That's why we have the lighter. We've got gas, a lighter, then it blows up. So that was Kala's plan. She blew up one of the cars, took out one of the guards, and they took the advantage to jump in one and follow Junki. So now they're running out of the garage and in the cars. I can't speak for some reason. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with me? So they're in the cars. The cars are going out of the garage. And they're basically racing through the streets of Seoul. And Junki's like, the fuck? Is my sister a Terminator? Like, she actually says it, which is, there you go.
I know, I absolutely didn't remember that, but I was like, hey, see, I was right.
He actually says it. So he's like, the fuck is going on? What is, it's like, well, basically, she's got like 7 other people helping her, so. Yeah, she's unstoppable. And he ignores a red light, drives straight through, Chase continues down the street, and Will thinks there must be major police response on the way. Nomi's like, yep, checking the wavelengths, it's pretty big. Cops are shutting down the area, there's a roadblock. And so Junki, knowing this, probably seeing it up ahead, turns into a small street to avoid them. But this is not a driving street. There's tables and markets and things like that. And he's taken out a bunch of people. And Sun still follows him down that way, but with her motorbike. And that's right, she's in a motorbike, not a car. My brain's not working today. And Amanita's like, how are we even gonna stop this guy? And Wolfgang says they need a weapon. So Sun grabs a metal rod from a construction site that she passes. And this is like the most insane chase I've ever seen, because she's got like a fucking rebar in her hand and she's like going after her brother. And Wolfgang and Sun drive up to Junki because they go up against each other, and sticks the rebar through the window, smashes it, jams the wheel. And so he crashes. And spins a couple times, so it's like, damn, like he's either dead or injured. And so when they get off the motorcycle, they look down there and he's not in the car. He's fled, but he's fled slowly because he is injured.
He is very injured, yes.
And he's crawling away from his Terminator sister. And as she's walking towards him, she's going back through all these memories, like him telling her that, like, or her father telling her that he knows that she, like, is the one who's useful with his company, and that's his daughter, and he would rather have her than nothing, so he's going to tell the truth. She remembers Junki not confessing, but definitely saying that, like, our father's dead, I killed him. And she also remembers her mother. As she did through this whole series, it comes right back to her. This was the moment
I knew she wasn't going to kill him. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I know. I was like, I wonder how Billy's going to feel about this, because he was like, I really want him dead.
Well, after he shot Moon, yes, I did really want him dead.
Yes.
I told you that broke the camel's back.
I figured it would, and so I was like, how's he going to feel about this? But she remembers the thought of her mother saying, look after your little brother, and while, like, she is right, because she does say, like, you're not my brother anymore, when he's like, please, I'm your brother, and she's like, not anymore, bitch. You killed my father and you framed me, you're not my brother anymore. So while that is true, that's the point, like, she's not him either. Like, he can needlessly kill, like, he's needlessly killed before. She's not that person. She will kick ass when need be, but she has a heart unlike him. And her mother asked her of something, and she knew that if she killed him in that moment, her mother probably wouldn't have approved of that.
But she just said that he wasn't her brother anymore. And
Agreed.
The mother says, look after your brother, and she just said, you are not my brother anymore. Therefore, it's okay to kill him.
Agreed. But the basis of what the mother was talking about wasn't just, oh, he's your brother, so you should look after him. I think it was coming from a place of you should look after him because not just because he's family and because he's your brother, but because it's the right thing to do, and because it's good to be kind and shit like that. That's where her mother was always coming from, a place of kindness and love and things like that. That's who her mother was to a T, and that's what she got from that. And so she was like, I can't kill you because I'm not you. I'm more like our mother than I am like you, and so I'm not gonna do it. And so she doesn't kill him. She steps back. But the police still show up and still arrest her because she did try to kill him. And she did beat up a lot of guards on the way. So, still probably needs to be arrested. And apparently, he doesn't get arrested. Her brother. He's like, oh no, he was chased down by his crazy sister. He's fine. We're not gonna arrest him because they probably don't know what Detective Moon knows.
I was gonna say, like, that didn't shock me at all because it literally just looked like she was trying to kill him and chase him down and do all that. Like, it looked like he was fleeing in defense.
Yeah,
almost,
exactly.
Which we know that's not true, but they don't. So
nah. And he's helped into a car by Tay Park, which apparently he's a politician. I'm wondering if this is another little loose end storyline that we would have learned more about in the next season if there was one. So this guy was apparently maybe going to be important. Otherwise, they wouldn't have told us about it, really, because he popped up a couple times during this episode.
Yeah, I know some.
So I guess we'll never know.
Rip.
But he probably does suck because he's helping out Junkie.
Yeah.
So she's put in the back of a car, and they're all sitting there and like, okay, if you go back to prison, you're definitely going to be killed now. Like, we can't help you like we did last time, probably. It's going to take a lot more to get you out of there, and you probably won't have as much time as you did before. And so Will finds a vent in the doors with some loose stuff, picks it out, and picks her lock, or she picks the lock because of Will. And so they turn to Nomi, who's getting access to the traffic system. Amanita's got a city map, and Nomi has her look for a big intersection per Will's instructions. And so they find one. They change the lights, and they all hold on for dear life. What I really love in this moment is they all hold on to Sun, even if they're not in the van.
Yeah.
They all go, okay, hold on, and Sun's like, oh fuck. Like, she does look scared for a second. And so they've all got each other holding on, and a big truck comes through the intersection, slams into the police van, and she's able to get out. It opens the doors. And in that moment, while they're standing there looking around at the many people, someone shows up on a motorbike. Who must it be? It's Puck.
Yeah.
He's back. And he's still annoying.
The hair threw me off. Ryo, I was like, the fuck is with that hair?
This is something that I was going to point out to you once it starts happening. He keeps doing this. It's a thing with him. I want you to see what sensei he'll dress up as next time.
Oh god, it's probably gonna be Sun because he talked with Sun this episode. That's what it is, because last one was Riley, this time it's Sun. That's what it's gonna be. He's gonna walk with like a black bob like Sun.
This fucking man this guy's insane. He's absolutely nuts. But yeah, he shows up with a motorbike, so they're able to get her out of there through Puck, however annoyed at him they may be, especially Riley. But she's able to get out. So she's safe. Yay. Obviously, Nomi's exhausted because she flops right on down under her bed, and I was like, mood.
Honestly, same.
Same, I agree.
Every time I go home from work, I'm just like, okay, I'm going to bed with my dinner, and I don't want to be disturbed.
Whenever I get home or I'm tired, or whenever I'm going up to bed for a bit, I just smack right down. Like, I don't even just like sit. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just the world these days, you know? You need to smack onto your bed. It brings joy. But she's exhausted. Amanita's reading, and they're like, it's been an intense fucking few days. And Nomi wonders if this is their new normal. She's like, is it always gonna be like this? And Amanita's like, well, I could think of worse normals, you know? Like, we could be dead. But Nomi is checking on her and seeing if she's okay with everything that's going on. Because she's like, neither of us signed up for this. But you have a choice. Like, I'm kind of forced into this because I have 7 other people counting on me. you never asked for this. You're not connected to it at all. And she said, well, I don't recall having a choice when I saw this beautiful girl in this bookshop, and this voice in my head said, don't let her go without getting her number. And I was like, fuck, they're cute. And Amanita says something that I really find interesting. She says, everyone wakes up having to tick the terms and conditions box. Everyday stuff will happen to you, both good and bad. Choice is less about what happens than it is about how you deal with it. And I love that.
I fully agree with that.
I fully agree with that. Yeah, like, shit happens in life, especially lately. Like, everything's going down. So we have to fucking deal with it. So are we going to deal with it in a good way or a bad way? How are we going to look at it? Positively or negatively? It depends on your mood, I guess, but I fully agree with what she's saying. Agreed.
Yeah, me too.
And she says she's been thinking a lot about the past year, and she goes to fetch something from a cabinet, and she says that it can be terrifying, but also exciting and maddening and enlightening and confusing and terrifying, and it's always unpredictable. However, there hasn't been a single day when she didn't hear that same voice in her head telling her, whatever you do, do not let her go. And I'm like, this is one of the most beautiful romantic moments in this whole show. I just love it.
Yeah.
And Amanita opens the ring box that she has, and she proposes. She asks Nomi to marry her, and Nomi's like, oh my god. And she reaches under her bed, grabs a box as well, and it turns out she has a ring too. And she says, Amanita, will you marry me? And I'm like, fuck, I love shit like that, where I'm like, I'll watch it on, like, random TikTok or something like that, where people accidentally propose to each other. It's like the most beautiful. It's a very quintessential, like, same-sex couple thing. Like, it definitely happens more with same-sex couples. And I love it. It's just this fun little thing that we get to have. Like,
so I don't think I've ever seen this in a TV show before. I think this might be the first time.
Yeah.
I realize I don't really like it.
You don't like it?
Okay, so at least in the scene here was my thought process was, hear me out, listen.
Okay.
When Amanita was giving her spiel and, like, giving her speech, I was like, this is so emotional, this is so sweet, romantic. I could cry, it's great, I love it, it was so good.
Yeah.
But as soon as Nomi went under her bed to get the box, it fell and pulled out the ring and stuff, I was like, this feels a little cheesy. It kind of lost the romanticness from me and, like, almost felt like cheesy and stuff, because I didn't know I felt this way till I was watching this, where I was like, oh, like, I was like, oh, don't, like, it almost felt like it went from a very sweet romantic moment to kind of more cheesy.
I agree, it's cheesy. I will take that. It's cheesy, but I'll take cheese sometimes.
Yeah, so I mean, I wasn't, like, super high on it, and, like, I feel like I almost felt like it was kind of like, I don't know. I realized now, the first time watching it, actually, it's not my thing. I don't really am a big fan of it.
Well, now you know.
I didn't know that. I did not know that going into this. I swear. I learned something new.
Now you know something about yourself.
Now I know dual proposals like that aren't my thing. I'd rather one person propose and then maybe, like, a few hours later or the next day or something, like, the other person can propose and have their own little proposal moment and not hop on someone else's. You know?
Yeah. I think of it, when I look at it, I think of it in a way that, oh wow, these two people both felt so intensely about each other that they both had the same idea to want to marry the other. That's what I think.
And that's what I thought too originally, like, before I was watching it, but I was just, I don't know, there was something about, like, the way it felt cheesy, it kind of, like, overwhelmed the romantic, emotional moment for me, and it kind of, like, wasn't, like, I didn't really like it as much. I don't know.
Well, it's good you know that about yourself now.
Yeah, I guess I know. I'm not super big on it.
I loved it, but anyway,
But before, actually, there's another thing we need to discuss.
Is there?
Yes. Which ring is better? This is a common thread for the podcast. The ranking rings.
That's a very good point. I have a favorite.
I do too. Which one's yours?
Amanita's ring to Nomi.
Really?
Yeah. I like simple stuff.
I like Nomi's ring to Amanita more.
Really? Oh, okay, so we know our tastes.
I realize now, I thought I was more simple. I realize now I don't, maybe I'm not, because, sorry, spoiler for this level doesn't have long beans, there are rings in that, and there's one that was so shiny and bright, it blinds one of the people, and they're like, "The fuck's that?" And I'm just like,
The fuck?
"That's so shiny." And I think I said it's one of my favorite rings in the BL I've seen.
Really?
It was so
Mm.
nice. It was so shiny. So I now realize I'm less simplistic than I thought. Who knew?
I like the honestly for Nomis, I like the band. I like that it is open on like the corners and it like comes down.
Yeah, I like that
I like
too.
that. I like
I
that.
also I also like the silver too, because wasn't Amania's the one she gave Nomi gold?
No, 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 that was silver too. Um,
Oh, I thought
it
that.
was just
Oh.
shaped differently, and I think
Yeah.
I like it's simplistic, but it's also non-conventional, and I like non-conventional shit. I'm a big fan of non-conventional shit.
But it kind of looked like the diamond would fall off, like the way the ring wraps around together. It doesn't look like it's like
It
it doesn't
wasn't
look
fully
secure.
one diamond. It was like three little ones on a line because it like went up and then you had the three and then it curved back down. Like it felt
Oh, was it?
whimsical.
Oh,
Yeah, it felt whimsical.
yeah. I mean, no, I know it's actually connected. It just doesn't look like it's connected, and that kind of like is a turn off for me, I guess.
I'm like fighting for this ring. Anyway,
Here's the thing, it's not awful. It's not awful by any means, but like it's just it. When I saw Nomi's ring to Amania, I was like, oh, that I like
that's
that.
a diamond. But like
Yes.
when it comes to like whenever I've watched TV shows and I'm like, oh, that's an engagement ring. That's a diamond. That's a big rock. I'll be like, yeah, it's a big rock, but I don't like big rocks. Like I'm not a big rock person, and I guess that's why. Like I like Amadeus better because it's like three little diamonds and it's non-conventional and it's whimsical and that's my kind of thing. I think that's what I'm
Mm.
into. As a Pisces. But yeah, I do like both rings. They're very pretty.
Yeah, I there wasn't one there where I was immediately like, ooh, I disliked it. It was kind of just like I preferred
Yeah,
Nomi's to Amania than Amania's to Nomi.
they're engaged. It's adorable. And at that moment we flash over to Capheus and this was kind of funny and shocking. But
That was like the
he wakes up and his mom is cooking breakfast and it's like, oh, that's nice. And he turns around and there's four people standing in his home and he's like, ah. He's like, the who at first, but then like his mother's like, what? It's like, oh, she can't see them, which means
yeah
they're sensates. And apparently they went to his rally, which is how they were able to see each other now because they saw
makes
him.
sense.
They looked him in the eye. And they say that they suspected him to be a sensei after what he did last year, but his running for office raised suspicion that he might be working for BPO. So they were curious, and even though it was insane to go without taking a blocker first, they went to go see his speech. And they heard him, is what they say. Like, and it's not just that they heard his speech; they heard him, like in their soul. So
Yeah.
they believe that he's in this for the right reasons. So I think this would have connected to the next season if there was one. We would have seen more of
Hmm.
Capheus trying to help sensates through maybe him being elected to office. But
Yeah.
no. um anyway, now we go over to Kala and there's very interesting information happening over here. Her husband comes home, Rajan,
Yes.
and he is like he actually agrees that they have to talk because she's like looks like she's practicing talking to him when he comes home and she's like, we gotta talk, and he's like, yeah, I agree, let's have a drink first, and she's like, yes, great idea, and I'm like, yeah, alcohol, woo. Let's get drunk for this. But they sit down to talk, but before they do he notices the present, and she's like, oh yeah, Ajay came and he only stayed for a moment, he dropped off a present, and he's freaked out. He's like, has this been x-rayed, has it been checked? And the box apparently, which has been x-rayed, it's safe. She opens it and apparently, or he opens it in a panic, and apparently inside is a Ganesha statue, and we know that Kala prays to Ganesha, that's her god.
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, I love it, this is amazing. But Rajan looks stressed as fuck. And he's like, what does that note down there say? And it says, careful, easily broken, which I don't think came in the packaging. He wrote that, which is why he said, what does the note say? Not the instruction that was just left in there. Careful,
Yeah.
easily broken, which I think was a threat. I think he knew that Rajan, because he said, don't open this until Rajan's with you. And so the note saying careful, easily broken is kind of a
Is that
threat to
supposed
say,
to refer to Kala? Like,
Yeah, like I could easily get into your home and kill your wife if I want to.
okay.
Yeah. Like I could break this in half so easily. Like look how easily I just dropped this off. So, a little stressful. So she's like, "What is going on? You look very stressed." And he's like, "I'm going to need you to do some things and I need you to not ask any questions." And he says he's been keeping things from her to protect her and selfishly their marriage. But he confesses that he was in Delhi instead of Bangalore, and that he's been helping with an investigation into corrupt politicians, and that includes Ajay. So now the time has come where they have advised him to get his family out of the country to guarantee their safety. And so he admits to Kala that he secretly bought a flat in Paris, and he asks her to go there and hopes that whatever she has to say can wait. So she's not able to say her piece and tell him about the sensates and anything because she's in very immediate danger, pretty much, and she's got to go to Paris, apparently. Which we see later she
Doesn't really make it there.
doesn't. No, she goes to. I think she goes to London first. I'm pretty sure she goes to London. The others end up in Paris, but then I think she ends up in Paris as well. But
I think they all went to London.
Oh no, they're in London. They're
They
in
never
London.
go to Paris.
I'm mixing up my European countries. I was like, where the fuck are we?
Big Ben is in London. We see that at the very end.
You're right. I forgot
Yes.
about that. Big Ben. They are in London. So she doesn't go
Yes.
to Paris. She goes to London.
Yes.
Okay. I'm
But
mixing up my countries.
That's for other reasons.
Fucking Christ. You'd think I'd know coming for like knowing the UK and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't, and I know that.
I forgot about the end shot. I was like just mixing up my streets. I was like, this looks European. No, it's
There's no
Big
Eiffel
Ben is again.
Tower. There is a Big Ben.
There's a Big Ben. They are in London. But she doesn't end up going to Paris. She goes to London. Which we know at the end. But so now with son Riley, they are watching a news report on the shooting at the Love Motel. Son's gone back there, and apparently witnesses have placed Son at the center of the attack, so she's being hunted down a little bit. And meanwhile, a half-naked Puck is admiring his own body in the mirror, because as one does, and hops down on the bed, and he's like, there are certain rewards that come with saving a damsel in distress, and I'm like, oh, shut the fuck up. He's harmless, but he's annoying. I will say that. He's harmless, but he's annoying.
Oh my god, I had the perfect comparison to him, but I just forgot who it was.
No, I want to know.
Oh no, I cannot remember now. Oh no, okay. Keep going. If it comes back, I'll say it. But like, it was such a good comparison too, because I was like, for 2 seconds, I was like, oh, but then I'm like, fucking god.
Is it a BL thing? Is it a scum thing? Is it a?
I don't know.
Okay, so he's like laying there, hoping to get it on, and Son looks over at Riley. She's like, yeah, and so she turns around and she breaks his toe, or at least cracks it.
Fair.
And he's like, ha, much like with my arm. And so they're like, go sit, and so he listens. But he is annoying. But the news report also informs them that Detective Moon is in critical condition, but he's alive.
Hey,
he's okay. He is critical, but he's okay. Next up in an interview with is an interview with Tay Park, the politician that apparently is big in this. He's apparently the Minister of Strategy and Finance. So money is his game. It's all about money with these guys. And he says no one is safe until Son, who is a psychopath, is off the streets. And I'm like, yeah, fuck you. So, but Son thinks she should have killed Junki when she had the chance, but Will appears and he says no, because the police know. They know that he needs to be arrested. They have an arrest warrant out there. It wasn't just Moon holding it, like, and he lost it in the fight. There's an arrest warrant cataloged out there. They know that he needs to go to jail. They know what he's done. And Riley assures her it's going to be okay, and Will is saying that they need information. So they all turn around and look at Puck, who is chatting up a sex doll. Yep. And so they walk up to him. He's like, oh, you've changed your minds. And Riley's like, no. How many sensates are you connected to? And he's like, I'm good. And a line that I love in this plot that someone has written out on this wiki says, with some light torture, he admits to...
with some light torture.
With some light torture, he admits that he's connected to 387 sensates. That's a lot of people. A lot of sensates, specifically. So Riley says they need those connections to fight with them. And he's getting dressed and he says, look, if you want a cross country sense orgy, I'm your dude. that's what we do. But storm the ramparts, not my thing. And so he's about to leave. He turns around when he sees someone that he's connected to. This woman, Asian woman, cool white hair, hot. And she's like, something's going down. You need to leave. You need to leave town. Blockers 24/7. And his attitude changes. He's like, fuck. I need to go. I've been quarantined. So apparently the cannibal is hunting. Whispers is out looking for people. So they need to fuck off while he's doing that. That's why we cut to Wolfgang and Kala, because that's going to connect in a second. And
I remember who it was.
Great, who?
Magnus from Scum.
I said Scum, and you were like, no.
No, I said I didn't know. I didn't know. I was still thinking, but yeah, because he's kind of like overly flirty with like anyone,
he
and
does.
like all gets around. He's like, okay, great, but he's also just like a really like sweet dude who's like super chill.
Yeah, I remember now.
That was a comparison.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I like Magnus more, I will say.
Oh, same. Yeah, no, he's less creepy about it, but like, annoying but harmless.
That's because he's a teenager, and teenagers do shit like that. They're just like overly sexified because puberty. Yeah. Hey, well, how you doing? Like, I expect that. Puck?
Yes.
Chill.
Yeah.
You're an adult. But yeah, agreed. Anyway, Wolfgang and Kala are both packing. And with their minds wandering to one another, they're kind of finding each other's things in their suitcases. She finds a gun in hers. He finds lingerie in his. He's like, this is not mine. And he turns around and he asks Kala if she told Rajan. And she says, not yet. Apparently there's a whole corporate corruption investigation thing going down, and I didn't have the chance. And so Wolfgang points out that, so both men in your life are connected to criminals. Yeah, I know, you fucking hate them. But, it's very
Rajan's not a criminal.
Connected to criminals.
Yeah, he connected to, yes, but like, he's trying to like stop the criminal in this.
Isn't Wolfgang? A little bit.
Is he?
In a more violent way, yeah.
He tried to steal diamonds and shit.
Yeah, he is a bad guy. I will not say that. He is a criminal. But there are worse criminals that he's trying to stop.
I mean, fair, but like, being criminal to stop a criminal doesn't make you not a criminal.
Agreed. But
yeah. So I was saying Rajan's not a criminal. Wolfgang
agreed.
is.
Wolfgang is, but he's also connected to criminals. Just because you're a criminal doesn't mean you're not connected to criminals.
Yeah.
So they're both connected to criminals.
But he's also a criminal himself.
Agreed, but they're both connected to criminals is what is being said.
I get that, but he's also a criminal himself.
Oh my god, I swear to god. Anyway, I can't wait until you see the last episode. I really can't.
Oh, I can't wait till we talk about a scene later on. Just you wait.
Dude, this last episode is gonna make you go, what the fuck? I'm very excited to see what you have to say after this last episode. I really am. Like, I don't care if it's good or bad. I just want to hear your brain think after this.
Trust me, you will. You will hear all. I will not hold back anything.
This is gonna be so fun, this last one. Anyway, so, anyway, she's like, oh, shows off my poor choices and general lack of good character. And I'm sure you agree.
Yep.
He wants to kiss her, but she backs away, and she's like, I need to know something before I get confused, which is what kissing him does to her. So before she gets on a plane and discovers what it actually feels like to be in the same room with him and to actually kiss you in person, I need to know something true. And he's like, I've never lied to you. And she's like, yes, true, but you've never told me the whole truth either.
Question, real quick. Is Kala planning to go see Wolfgang in London or somewhere else? Or is Wolfgang also going to Paris as well?
I think...
Because from what she said with that, it seemed like they are planning to meet up together in person. So was he going to go to Paris?
Well, they hadn't all talked about going to London yet.
But they literally have a conversation where she says, like, before we go and we, like, see each other in person and
I
shit.
don't know.
It
Maybe it
sounds like
was.
they were gonna meet up in person.
Maybe, because in the last episode, wasn't it like him saying, I really gotta get the fuck out of here, and him being, and Felix being like, oh, it wasn't the last episode, maybe the one before, the India plan?
Yeah, well, he's also packing, too, to leave.
Yeah, so he's probably packing to leave, so I'm wondering if he was also gonna go to Paris, or what. I have no idea.
Okay. I don't know.
I don't think it's said, but I'm also wondering if this scene, if they were gonna put it later, but then they went, no, this would be a good place for him to get kidnapped, and then they had to come up with a plan after. I wonder. I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not said, but they're both packing in general. But he tells her that she's his last thought before he goes to sleep, and the first thought he has when he wakes up, and that he loves her so much. And she wanted to hear that because it would help her admit how much she loves him too. So they kiss, and she asks if he's ever been to Paris, and he hasn't. And she's excited that it's going to be just for them. There you go. So he's going to Paris, which I'm sure you're just ecstatic about.
So, Rajan's sending her to Paris to be safe and a safe house, and she's turning it into her little affair palace. That's what she's doing.
Well, they never get the chance because their kiss is interrupted.
And rightfully so. As they fucking should be.
Hey, I hate cheating as much as the next person, but, like, this feels a little more gray area-ish because it's in her head.
No.
They're different species. They're fucking in a different way.
That's still not good! In what way is fucking with someone you're not with, but are with someone else, a good way?
That's a good point. Anyway, their kiss is interrupted by Leela.
As it should be, and this is why I liked her. I knew I liked her for a reason.
No, come the fuck on. No. Wolfgang should not have been kidnapped, and we both know it.
Oh, he fully should have. Are you kidding?
No.
Just wait till later. I was so happy later, just you wait.
Oh, God. Oh, you were happy about the airport?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, fuck you. Anyway.
It was deserved. They had it coming.
God. Anyway. Leela walks in. She's like, oh, I've missed you. She figures Kala is with him. She's like, I'm pretty sure she's here. I bet she is, because you look like you were making out with someone. And Kala herself also realizes what's happening at that moment. And Leela reminds him there are only two sides in this world, with her or against her, and you kind of made your choice. So she mentioned she was surprised to find out how badly the cannibal wanted him. Seconds later, the apartment is invaded by BPO agents. Wolfgang takes a few down with his gun, but there's way too many of them, and he's subdued by a taser. Due to their active connection, Kala feels the shock too, and Whispers enters the bedroom, greets Wolfgang, who has a sedative injected into him by one of the BPO guards, and Leela tells Wolfgang that she wants him to think of her when they slice him up. And he passes out. So Wolfgang has been kidnapped by Whispers.
Woo!
Shut the fuck up. Christ. And at that moment, Kala is panicking. So she's experienced the shock. She knows what happened. So she starts running around disoriented and is like, hey, need you guys.
Okay, random question.
Is it about the outfit?
Yes. I'm sorry. Did she get tased, realize Wolfgang got kidnapped, and she's like, I need to go tell someone, but first I need to change. Let me change real quick and go around telling everyone, hey, by the way, like, Wolfgang got kidnapped.
I was like, what the... I was watching it and I went, like, part of me was like, maybe she's changing as that's happening, but we don't see her change as it's happening. We just see her be changed.
Like, yeah, like, I feel like we would have saw her, like, if she was throwing on clothes as she was doing, or, like, fixing her hair, or doing something, like, actively pulling on clothes when she was doing it, that would be one thing. But also, why would she need to change in the first place? Shouldn't she just fucking book it and go?
My first thought here is, I think production fucked up.
Yeah.
I just think production fucked up here and was like, oh, we'll insert her changing, or we'll do something. There would have been something there, but then they fucked up. And they accidentally put her in. They didn't put the in between, I think, which was an oops. But yeah, no, she did, because I noticed that too, and I was like, Kala, why?
Priorities are clearly high with her.
Wasn't her, it was production. Anyway, she appears to everyone is like, you gotta help. He's been kidnapped. Whispers took him. And everyone but Wolfgang appears as Will retrieves blockers from a box. And he's like, I have a plan, but we need more of these. And so Kala leaves to go get them. She's making them in her office. She's making a bunch. They've got a whole bunch of bottles of blockers ready to go. And she's informed that she needs to leave for her flight. So everything's about to kick off. And she grabs the bottles and packs her bag with them. Meanwhile, Riley and Will pack their bags, and they also pack white coveralls as worn by the BPO guards. So that's a little hint as to what's maybe going to be going down. A little bit into their plan. And Wolfgang wakes up at that moment, tied to a chair in the BPO facility or bed or whatever this, a hospital thing.
Yeah, gurney thing.
Gurney, yeah, thingamajig. Similar to the one we found in that woman's basement. And Carol, I think her name was. And he has electrodes attached to his head, and Angelica appears next to him, probably the memory of her, apologizing to him. Because this is partly her fault. She helped them come up with all of this.
Yeah.
And if she was still around, I know that she would be like, what have I done? And Whispers notices he's woken up. So he's like, oh, I'm eager to get started. Nice to meet you. And he calls the device on Wolfgang's head the Traceworks. And Angelica was instrumental to the success of it. And Sicilium is apparently very sensitive to pain, but acute pain produces one of the clearest echoes they can trace with the device. So he's using pain to locate other sensates in a cluster. And Wolfgang tells Whispers he's gonna kill him. He's like, I'm gonna. Just you wait. Like, and he knows he will, because he's Wolfgang. There's no other option. And Whisper's like, oh, I love this part. So he injects a drug into Wolfgang's neck, and Kala at that same moment is at the baggage claim. She retrieves her suitcase, and Whispers asks for the paddles. So they use a heavy shock on Wolfgang, and it shocks Kala over at the airport, and she falls. And they keep doing it. They just keep shocking him and shocking him and shocking him. And after they're done, he goes, what's your first thought right now? And while he's in this sensitive state, he can't stop himself from thinking. And he immediately thinks of Kala, and Whispers can see it. And he uses Kala to open the passport, and he sees her name. And so now Kala is in immediate danger as well. And he taunts Wolfgang by telling him Kala's full name. He thanks Wolfgang for helping him discover her, and he decides that's pretty much enough for now. And so that's, I know you're happy about that.
It was justified. It was so good. If they learned to keep in their pants, maybe that would have been the first thing he thought of.
Well, then he would have thought about a different sensei, because that's what happens.
Or maybe he would have thought about Felix. And then that wouldn't do any good for him. He'd be like, who the fuck's that guy?
That's not a sensei. He wouldn't be able to visit him at all, actually. I think. Because he was able to...
Yeah, but maybe he wouldn't be able to visit at all. Because like, maybe he wouldn't be thinking of a specific sensei. He'd be thinking about like Felix or like someone else.
Alright.
Just saying, it was deserved.
Jesus. Anyway. At this moment, it looks like a plan is also being enacted again because everybody is traveling. Nomi and Amanita are at the airport. They rush to board a plane. Capheus and his mother are sitting together, and he's packing, and she says, what's wrong with you? Because I've never seen you like this. And a bloodied Wolfgang appears in the living room, and they all kind of visit each other for a second. Lido experiences pain as Wolfgang is injected with the drug yet again, and he finds painkillers in the bathroom drawer and takes some. But after drinking from the tap, he sees Wolfgang standing behind him, bloodied again. And Leela also takes this moment to visit Wolfgang and asks if he has any regrets. She assures him they will come. And at that moment, he receives another shock, and this time Lido and Capheus, who he had saw a second ago, feel his pain instead.
Yeah.
And Lido collapses. It's so bad. And he's discovered by Hernando. Hernando runs in. He's like, oh my fucking god, call an ambulance.
Yeah, because isn't he bleeding too?
He's bleeding from the mouth. He's collapsed. Oh my god. So Daniela runs to call an ambulance, but Lido's like, no hospitals, no doctors. that has gone bad for them before. Um,
Yes.
and he says they have to go to London. You have to trust me. We have to go. I'll explain everything, but we have to go to London. And he's a bit, like discombobulated right now. So obviously Hernando's probably like, I don't know what you're fucking talking about, but you're sick. You gotta go somewhere. You gotta go to the hospital. But Hernando helps him get up, and that's all we see from them for the moment. And a disguised son is about to face passport control at the airport. And
So how
thankfully,
does this work?
what do you mean? How does this work? I
Because
think
wasn't the passport her actual passport?
I don't know. That's the thing. Let me check
Because
because
I'm pretty sure I know it said son on it, but I don't know
I went to look.
if it said her last.
Sun Bay.
Oh, son Bay. Okay.
Yeah, she changed her last name in whatever fake passport this is, but it does go through. It works. What is it? Comes on me, dog. Everything's good.
Okay.
And so she's able to get through, and Capheus's bag is checked in as well, and the agent directs him to the gate. So everyone is on their way somewhere, and yay! So we're all going somewhere. We're all traveling, which is honestly a very good sign because except for Will and Riley, no one's really visited each other in person yet. Really,
Yeah.
like no one's ever chatted with each other. They've all just stayed in their respective countries.
Which I will say, even though we know at the end they all kind of end up together, minus Wolfgang, I kind of wish there was more of a like moment of them meeting together in person for the first time.
Mm.
But because like we didn't really get that. I mean, we got it with Will and Riley when they first met, and like the end of season 1.
Yeah,
but we didn't really get that with the other. Then I kind of feel like we should have. So
true.
that little thing I was like a little disappointed by, but like I get like stakes were so high, like they didn't have time to put in an emotional, oh my god, it's you, like moments. Like I kind of get it, but like I still selfishly wanted it.
If there was a scene, I guarantee they probably made a scene and then cut it, because I wonder if the scene was, if it was just for the purpose of them meeting up, how long it would have actually been. It would have been probably like a 2-second one of them being like, oh my gosh, like in person, and then being like, wait, fuck, we gotta do shit. So it probably wouldn't have been
Yeah.
able to last long, obviously, from the stakes, but production wise, it probably wasn't long enough for them to keep in the show and didn't really aid the story. So they probably
No,
cut it if there was
see
one.
that.
Yeah. But I do agree. It would have been cool to see. In a more, not rushed moment. But shit's going down, as said. So the next morning, Wolfgang receives a visit from Whispers, and Whispers wants to do another round to find out who else is in that cluster. And eventually, Wolfgang will tell him. Whispers asks for the paddles, shocks him again. Wolfgang can't help but connect with Will, and Whispers wonders where he's hiding. So Will visits Jonas and asks how they make this stop. And Jonas tells him to just cooperate. And it seemingly looks like Jonas is just on the other side now because it's safer. And he knows what happens as he's been through it before. And
Jonas
as Angelica
confuses me.
Exactly. But I'm hoping next episode.
I mean, I'm assuming it will. It's the last fucking episode. So I'm assuming we'll learn more about that.
There's also a moment in this that I want you, something that Jonas says that I want you to hang on to. As Angelica appears to the both of them, though, Jonas tells Will there's only one way to end it. And it's the way we've seen before with Angelica.
Yeah.
Ka-chunk, ka-chunk. Pew. Yeah. I don't know what ka-chunk was. That's not a gun sound. But,
that's like a key turning in the lock.
That's
like opening a door.
The only way to stop it is by putting the key in the lock.
And turning it.
And turning it. Ka-chunk. Anyway. Whispers enters his quiet room to find Will waiting for him in a chair. And so naturally he goes, oh, what are you're visiting me. Hi. Like, it's just natural to assume that you're being visited. And
yeah, I thought that too. I'll be honest. I was like,
exactly.
Like,
this is one of the best twists. One of the best twists. I love this so much. And he's like, oh, I'm happy Jonas was right. Will appears to be broken down, upset, and he's like, I just want one thing, and I want you to leave Riley alone. Just it's odd at first anyway, because you go, just Riley, like you have a whole bunch of senseis you're looking after, like,
yeah,
why are you saying that? But it's to stall him, I'm pretty sure, and to surprise him. But Whisper sits down across from him, and he's like, I should agree. I should promise you in order to leash the rest of your cluster as soon as possible, but we both know it would be a lie. Cause I'm just gonna track down whoever the fuck I want. I'm powerful. I can do whatever the hell I want.
At least he's honest about it.
He's honest about it. I will
Like,
give him that.
fair.
And they both know what's going to happen. One by one, Whispers is going to hunt his cluster down, and no matter what Will does, he'll find Riley. And he'll enjoy feeling Will experience her death, inch by inch, piece by piece. And Will says there's one tiny problem with that plan. Me! And he chugs his head down onto the table. And it's like, whoa, 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 you're here. Like, amazing. When I first watched this, I was like, that is the best one of the best like twist little moments I've seen ever. Like,
yeah, well, it took me a minute to realize because like I forgot that when they're visiting, you can't actually do that.
yeah,
to
you can't
someone else.
touch. Yeah.
So like I was like, oh damn, like, but then whispered like, you're here, like you're actually here, like, oh, he's actually here.
He's fully here. Like, when he says you're here, I think that's when I clocked on too. When I first watched it, I was like, oh, fuck, he is here. Because, like,
Yeah.
I forgot that I had forgotten that you can't touch either. But he's fully there, and he grabs his tie, he smacks him to the ground. He hard-handedly picks him up from the floor, and Will informs him that is because he's like, yeah, you're right, I'm here, look at that, nice to see you. And he punches Whispers in the face. Must feel really good. He's wanted to do this for a while. He's put him through so much shit. It must feel very cathartic to just beat the crap out of him. He Whispers crawls up to the glass in which he sees Angelica's reflection, and Will's like, there's no one behind the glass, the camera's dead, and the room is still soundproof. Thanks for that, by the way. And he continues to beat him up, but then Whispers sees Jonas, and he reaches out to him. And Jonas asks Will to stop, but Will can't see or hear him since he's on blockers. So Will tells Jonas, because he's sure he's there, because Whispers can see him, yeah, he has to choose whose side he's on now. And Jonas says, what I want you to hold on to, he says, I know you can't understand this choice right now. And he leaves.
Yeah, I remember that.
Which means there's something else going on that he's not telling anyone, not even Will's cluster. So that'll come back around in the last episode. So Whispers begs Jonas not to leave him, but to no avail. He fucks off. And Will offers to put him out of his misery and continues beating him until he's unconscious. So he's out. He's out cold. So Will takes his phone and he says, now. The person so he calls someone on the other phone, I don't know where, but like he says now. So there's a plan in place, they're ready to go. And he flips the table, retrieves the coveralls that he taped underneath the table, and takes off his jacket. So he's changing into these coveralls that him and Riley had packed previously. In his apartment, Jonas is like, fuck, and he's making a call to the secretary. So he asks for the chairman to report an incident, something that happened. So it seemingly looks like he's on their side, because he's like, hey, tell the chairman some shit went down. So he goes to answer the door after there's persistent knocking, and when he opens it, he's like, fuck.
That was hilarious.
It was so funny, because standing on the other side, not just visiting-wise, is Sun, Capheus, Nomi, and Amanita. They're all there. And they punch him in the face, knock him out, enter the apartment. So they're doing that. 4 masked BPO guards wheel a gurney with a filled body bag towards a gate guarded by 2 guards. It's very obviously Will and some others. And one of the 2 guards that they go up to uses Whisper's card to open the first gate, check the body bag, and it's not scanning. So he's like, we're gonna have to call this in. But before he can, punch him in the face. Guns trained, like, hey, put it all down, fuck off. And they're able to get out of the BPO facility, load them into a car, and they're gone. As they make their way out of the garage, they are stopped by a police car on the street, and you think, fuck, police car. But then out of the police car comes Capheus' son, Nomi, and Amanita with a blindfolded Jonas, and they all get in the back of the van with Capheus taking the driver's seat. Let's go. They're all using their skills, but in person. It's kind of insane, and I love it. This is so exciting. This is such an exciting moment, because they're all doing shit together.
Yeah, I really like this. It was really cool seeing them all, like, together.
This is so cool. And Sun opens the body bag. Whispers is in there unconscious. Jonas is unconscious too. And as Cappies drives off, all the guards finally take off their masks, and it's the other four: Will, Kala, Riley, and Leto. They're all together for the first time, minus Wolfgang, and Will leans in and tells Whispers, "You want a war? We'll give you a war." And they drive off, with Big Ben obviously
Big
in the
Ben is there.
distance. Big Ben is a paid actor in this.
Yes, as it should be.
In the distance. So that should have been the season finale. That was actually the season finale for season 2. Exciting. And the fact that it ends on them finally meeting up in person and being together, and then being like, "Oh, it's canceled. I'm sorry. You gave us a taste of that shit." And then canceled
Well, it's also like I said at the beginning, this is like the best episode of the show so far for me.
It is.
And like I'm like, why cancel after this?
After this, yeah. Apparently it was because it was too expensive to make, because they were going to different parts of the world. They had to film in a billion locations. Yeah, they had to film in a billion locations. Each location had its own crew, its own cinematographers, its own shit. So
that makes a lot of sense. Okay,
yeah.
I'm still not happy about it, but I actually understand a lot more than I originally did. Because I'm like, that's just stupid for doing. But now I'm like, okay, actually, that's a very good reason.
Anyway,
Anyway,
that was supposed to be the season 2 finale.
yes.
Who's your MVP for it?
I don't fucking know.
I know. There was a lot of good shit in this, so it's hard to kind of narrow it down sometimes.
I'm torn between 2 specifically.
I'm torn between 2 too.
Well, now I have 3.
Oh fuck.
This doesn't help, but
I've got 2. I've got my 2. But I have 1. I've narrowed it down.
Okay, I'm gonna go with my gut. Okay.
If you say
3.
Lila, I'll kill you. Okay.
She was one of the options. I did not pick her, but she
I
was
knew
one of the
was.
options.
I fucking knew she was. Don't do it.
3, 2, 1.
Will.
Sun.
Sun was my other one.
Will was my other one too. It was Sun, Will, and Leela for me.
Motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, it's good. We picked different then. Just the fun surprise of him actually being in the room with Whispers knocked that out of the park for me. That was one of my favorite moments of this whole show, because it like shocks you once you realize he's actually there.
Yeah.
It was so good. And his whole thing at the end where he says, "You want a war? We'll give you a war. Fine." Like, they're fighting back, and he was the one to like voice that. And I fucking love him. Sun was my other choice though.
Yeah, no, I picked Sun. Mainly for the stuff at the beginning. She was so badass.
Yeah.
Like, fighting through everyone. It was great. Well, I am a little upset she didn't kill her brother. I understand why she didn't. And also she kind of like helped, like, hurt Puck when he was being annoying.
Yeah.
And so that was fun too.
I love when she like cracks people's bones.
Yeah,
it's
she's
really
just like a little like.
She always does it. Like, even if she can't do something big in the moment, she'll just be like, "Yeah, fuck you."
Yeah.
And I just love that about her. Good character trait. Grades. Grades. All right, so your grades for episode 11. You Want a War, the title. You said maybe Sun said that. You were wrong. It was Will who said that. I think you said between Sun and Will too, but you said Sun.
Oh, maybe.
You at least said for one of these at least. Confrontation. You said Sun. You were very right and very excited.
Yeah.
It was very great. I loved it.
It's the only one I got right, I know, because everything else I was like way off.
Marry Me, you said Leto and Hernando, which would have been cute as well, but no. It's no me.
It was close.
And Kidnapped, you said Riley. I was shocked you did say Riley. It was Wolfgang, but I was shocked you did say Riley. Because she already went through that shit, man. You don't need to do it again.
Yes, and she's she's the weakest one.
That's a rehash. We don't need that again.
But she's the weakest one. It's easier to get her.
That's why it's so interesting that it's Wolfgang, because he's one of the strongest ones.
I know, and I'm glad it's Wolfgang and not Riley, I'll be honest.
Motherfucker.
But I'm just saying.
Well, at least, I mean, even from a not hating Wolfgang point of view, it is better that it's Wolfgang and not Riley, because he can get himself out of shit.
That too, yeah. No, like,
Yeah.
I mean, even if I didn't hate Wolfgang as much as I do, like, I still feel like it would have been interesting, like, to see such a big, strong character be kidnapped. Like, if it was Wolfgang, or even Will, like, I feel like if it was Will too, and, like, with the reverse in that way, it still would have been interesting.
Yeah.
Or, like, Sun, like, someone who's, like, you wouldn't expect to get kidnapped.
Oh, yeah. So the title is in Latin. It's Amor Vincit Omnia. Vincit omnia.
Amor means love.
It does.
I don't know what the
And
rest means.
Vincit omnia.
Do you know what that means?
Yes, because I've watched the episode.
Are you gonna translate that for me or no?
Yeah, I'll translate, I guess.
I'm waiting for
I
it.
mean, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't give anything away. Love conquers all things, I think.
Okay.
So, who do you think says that? Yeah, I will tell you this. Actually, it's not a sensate that says it.
Oh, what?
You can guess the sensate that it's that this person's connected to, but it's not a sensate that says it.
Who the fuck would say that?
I'll give it to you if you guess the person it's connected to. Or like,
I mean, part of me wants to say Amanita because it's like I'm assuming we're gonna see their wedding since they got engaged. I'm assuming at some point, whether it's time jump or not. I mean, so I guess you could say Nomi or Amanita or one of those two. I don't know. And she's smart. She probably knows Latin, so
she's smart. I will give you that.
Yeah.
Your first vibe is wedding.
Oh, there we go. Nomi and Amanita.
Yeah. All right. What if we be like, no, actually. Nomi, okay. Clusterfuck 3!
Hey!
Or is it 4? 3? 3.
I'm assuming that's everyone.
Well, yeah, it's a clusterfuck. That was just a vibe to give you a vibe.
Okay, well, there.
Congratulations, there's a third clusterfuck. Mother times 2.
Mother times 2.
So here's what I mean by that.
Yes, elaborate.
Yes. 2 characters, not necessarily in the cluster. One could be in the cluster, one could not be. Just 2 characters in the show. You learn more about their mothers. I'm gonna put that in quotes. You learn more about their mothers in this episode. 2 different characters in the show.
So you said put quotes in mothers.
I did. Yeah.
So are you talking about like Angelica mother or like
maybe
physically birth mother?
Maybe it's 2 different characters. It could be the same for both. It could be the same for neither of them. 2 different mothers.
Is there gonna be like a secret sibling twist where they're actually like someone's actually siblings? I'm gonna say Will is one of them.
Okay, Will.
Yeah, I don't think we know anything about his birth mother. Do we?
I don't think so. I don't think we ever saw her, yeah. That's true, I don't think we ever saw her.
And then we know Kathy's mom, we know Nomi's mom, we know Sun's mom, we kinda know Wolfgang's mom, or was that his aunt? I forget. We know Kala's mom.
We saw, you mean the girl that he was with? That's his mom.
Yeah.
So
we know his mom. I'm gonna say say Whispers.
Okay.
Plot was Whispered on Will are siblings.
Imagine. Yeah, sure, siblings being that far apart in age. Anyway, the next vibe is Moon.
Hey, he's back! He's here! He will partake in the clusterfuck. I guarantee it. And
alright.
If that is the only reason he shows up for it is just to be in the clusterfuck, I will be so happy. I will not. I mean, I'll be happy to see him regardless, but like, if that's his sole purpose, just to be in the clusterfuck, I'm here for it. I am here for it.
As long as he's there.
Yes.
Do you have a guess as to who he has to do with?
Oh, Sun.
Gee, I wonder who he has to do with. I didn't want to just write it down for you, but like, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, duh.
And your last vibe is telling the truth.
Alito tells the truth to her, not knowing Danny.
Okay.
Because it's about fucking time, and it kind of low-key pissed me off that it took him this long. I'm gonna be honest.
Those are your vibes for the last episode, the 2.5-hour extravaganza that is Sense8, episode 12, Amor Vincit Omnia.
Yes.
Love conquers all. So, we will see you guys next week for that. It's going to be very exciting, the last episode. Yay. I'm so excited.
It's going to be very long, too, I can tell. The podcast
is going to be long. It's going to be long as fuck. So, buckle in, everyone. Get your popcorn. And we will see you all for that.
See you then.
Bye, everyone.